If you're a teen and you're trying to make money in 2026, then this video is going to save you a lot of time. I've always been obsessed with finding the best side hustles out there, and so I've tried tons of them, and I've finally been able to sort through them and figure out what actually works and what's a complete waste of time. And so today I'm going to be ranking the most popular side hustles out there, starting with the worst of the worst, which is the just get a real job tier, moving all the way down to the best, which is S tier, and I'm mainly going to be ranking them by two main things: how easy they are to start and your realistic earning potential. Okay, let's go ahead and start building this tier list. So the first item on our list is going to be money-making apps that you can download from your iPhone. This includes survey apps like Eureka and Swagbucks, which pay you to answer questions, and then also an app called Sweatcoin, which claims to pay you money for walking and racking up steps on the app. There's also an interesting app called Triumph, where you play in tournament-style mobile games, such as Doodle Jump and Solitaire, and you're basically playing against other people and wagering money, and if you beat them, you win. What's weird is the app actually has a lot of ratings, and it's 4.7 stars, which kind of surprised me. It looks like even people who hate the app leave a 5-star rating. These apps are super easy to start though. All you have to do is download the app from the App Store and sign up, but they're oftentimes very misleading. A lot of these survey style apps don't even pay you out in real cash. They simply offer you gift cards like Amazon and Walmart as the payout method. And the average person who's engaging in these apps is really only making around $1 to $3 per hour, and some surveys pay as low as 10 cents. So even if you're grinding all day, it seems like this is kind of capped at around $500 per month. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the just get a real job category. There's been a huge spike in sports betting lately, and especially among younger people. There was a survey done by the NCAA that said 58% of people aged 18 to 22 engaged in at least one sports betting activity. And that's because sports betting sites like FanDuel and DraftKings are designed to win long term. The house has the edge. However though, if you are 18 or above, there's an app called Fliff where you can log in every day and get daily login bonuses, which you can wager, and then eventually if you get to a certain amount, you can cash out for real money. And I've even had friends who have said they've made upwards of $200, but it's definitely very inconsistent and there's no reliable way to win long term with this. So overall, I would say D tier. It might be fun for a while, you're just not going to make a ton of money from it. Now let's talk Shopify dropshipping. This is where you find cheap Chinese products from sites like AliExpress and then list them onto your Shopify store at a marked up price. And the way you attract customers to your store is by running paid ads on sites like Facebook and TikTok. And you're not buying any inventory up front at all. You're waiting for someone to purchase from your store and then fulfilling it. And for this side hustle, you're gonna have to set up a Shopify account, create a store, make the website look really nice. You're also going to have to learn advertising and how to make good creatives. And you can easily spend hundreds, if not thousands, on paid ads and then never make it back at all. I mean, there are people in this space though, like Samir Mithwani, who have scaled stores into $1 million brands. But if we're being real, most people who start Shopify dropshipping end up failing, and especially teens with lower budgets. So it definitely can work. It's just a lot harder than the internet makes it sound. So I'm going to go ahead and give it C tier. Next up is DoorDash. And as a lot of you may know, DoorDash is where you pick up food orders from restaurants and gas stations and then deliver them directly to the consumer. And one thing to keep in mind here is you do have to be 18 and you obviously need a car. And this is a side hustle I've actually done before, and it can be really fun. What me and my friends used to do is we'd hop on the app and then drive around for a bit, make some money, listen to music, just have a good time. And it can be a solid way to make money every so often. And there are two main ways you can choose to get paid on this app. One is a fixed amount per hour, so like an hourly wage, and then one is based on how many orders you do and then the tips you get from those orders. So more of a per order basis. Usually the per order route is a lot better, and some people report making around $15 to $25 an hour. So if you're grinding, you could definitely make $4 to $5 grand every single month, but that's a lot of wear on your car and a lot of hours you have to put in. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the B tier category. Next up on our list is crypto mining. This is where you use powerful computers to solve complex problems and you get rewarded in the form of Bitcoin, or it can be other cryptocurrencies as well, such as Dogecoin. And most people do the mining with a laptop or a PC with a strong GPU, and they utilize a software like NiceHash where it can actually mine on your computer for you. And if you want to get a little bit more serious, you can actually buy a dedicated crypto mining machine from companies like Bitmain. But those can be pretty expensive and even cost upwards of $5,000 to $15,000 for one machine. So you definitely need some upfront capital for this one. And the biggest downside with these bigger machines is that the electricity cost for these is really high. So it's going to take more time to make your money back. But once you do set up these machines or a PC or laptop, it is pretty passive. And realistically, if you had one of those more powerful machines, you could make anywhere from $300 to $500 per month, but it will take a long time to make your initial investment back, most likely. So I'm going to go ahead and give crypto mining a C tier rating. Next up is vending machines. With this side hustle, you basically are buying a vending machine and putting it somewhere with high foot traffic, and you're essentially capturing sales on autopilot. And most machines are going to be stocked with the common stuff like chips, candy, water, and Gatorade. But some people have even put things like disposable cameras in their vending machines and place them into college bars. The best locations are typically going to be manufacturing plants, hospitals, and universities, and sometimes it can even be bars depending on the product you're selling. But vending machines do typically cost around $5,000 to $6,000 upfront, and it can be tough to secure good locations. Typically though, if you have your vending machine in a good spot, it's going to make you around $5,000 to $6,000 per year, which really isn't that terrible and puts you at around a 1-year ROI. And if you have a fleet with a ton of vending machines, I could really see this starting to add up. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the B tier category. Next up, we have retail arbitrage. And this side hustle is essentially Amazon FBA, but specifically going to retail stores like Walgreens, Walmart, and other retail stores in hopes of finding items that you can sell on Amazon for more. A lot of the best finds are in clearance sections where items can be marked down 50 to 80%. And to decide what to buy, people will often scan the product barcodes and then use a software that'll give them Amazon data based on that product, including sales velocity and competition, which will help determine if it's a good buy. But even if you do buy an item super cheap, you're not guaranteed a good profit margin, because there are so many people on Amazon selling the exact same item, and then the buy box on Amazon gets super packed. But it is definitely something that still works, and there's really no startup cost at all, and you can easily make a couple grand in profit per month. And I actually had a good friend who tried this, and within his first month or so, he was able to generate over $1,000 in profit simply from going to local Walmarts and local Myers hunting for clearance products. I would probably put retail arbitrage in the B tier. It's a low barrier to entry, decent money, but it is pretty high competition on Amazon. Okay, so now moving on to reselling. For this one, you're typically going to be going to garage sales, thrift stores, and looking on Facebook Marketplace and trying to find items that you can sell for more than you're buying for. And most people typically sell on eBay, Mercari, or Poshmark, but eBay is definitely the most common. Now, I used to resell on eBay for a while actually, and I made a lot of money selling electronics and specifically used printers. And the best part is you really don't need a ton of money to get started. You can start pretty small and sell a few items and then use that money and the profit you get from those to keep investing and buying more items. It does take a lot of manual work though, a lot of driving around, listing items, and then packing up items and then shipping them out when they sell. But there's way less competition than people think there is, and you can make a lot of money if you pick the right niches and figure out what sells. In some months, I even made over $5,000 in profit. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this at the A tier. It's pretty easy to start. You have some real earning potential, and you're also learning a lot of good business skills. Okay, next up is going to be selling used golf balls. And this hustle is exactly what it sounds like. You simply go to golf courses and find lost balls and then sell them online for a profit. And you're going to want to be looking in areas where the ball typically goes out of bounds. Certain places off the tee, near water, and in the woods. And if you want to take it even further, you can even go searching at night with a UV flashlight and find balls when no one's at the course. And you can even go diving in ponds to search for balls that are sitting at the bottom. And I actually used to do this side hustle. I would mainly target higher end country clubs because they had the highest potential to have really nice balls, such as Pro V1s that would end up selling for more. And the Pro V1 specifically can sell for some real money. And if you bundle them in a pack of 12, they can go upwards of $15 to $20. I even have a friend in college who scaled this business to multiple thousands per month and eventually exited the business and sold it to someone. And there's really no upfront cost at all. The main expense here is going to be your labor. So I'm going to go ahead and give this an A tier rating. Okay, now we're at my current main business that I'm running myself, which is retail dropshipping. This is where you're listing products from retail sites onto marketplaces like eBay, Mercari, and Facebook Marketplace. But I mainly focus on eBay since it has the most buyers out of all of them. And so you're going to be marking these products up from retail sites so that when it sells, you can make a profit. And when it does end up selling on your store, you simply go back to the retail site you listed it from and then order it directly to the eBay buyer's shipping address or whatever marketplace you're selling on. Typically, I'm going to be listing all of my items from Amazon onto eBay. And this honestly has to be one of the easiest online businesses you can start today because you don't pay for any inventory until it sells. But the downside here is that the barrier to entry is so low, which means a lot of people are doing it, so higher competition. But here's the difference maker. If you use automation software and take the volume approach where you list thousands and thousands of items onto your store, you can out-earn everybody else who is dropshipping. And there's software nowadays that basically runs your store on autopilot and makes this income stream super passive. And with this side hustle, I'm currently making upwards of $5,000 in profit every single month, but I do know people who are making $50,000 plus per month because they have so many eBay stores and have high listing volume. And so because of how easy this one is to start and the earning potential you have with it, I'd go ahead and give it an S tier ranking. All right, and if you don't care about this whole tier list and just want to know the best 3 side hustles that you should look into starting today, here's my top 3. Number 3 would be selling used golf balls. There's zero startup cost and you can really scale it if you're constantly searching for golf balls and finding the premium ones. And number 2 would be reselling. It has a very low cost to start and you earn real business skills. You can make a hefty profit if you're staying consistent. And my number 1 pick, if I had to start over and pick one side hustle for 2026, it would be retail dropshipping. And the reason why is because you don't pay for any inventory until it sells, and it has the highest earning potential if you automate your store and take the high volume listing approach. But for anyone who's actually interested in starting with retail dropshipping, there's a link in my description which will give you access to a free starter kit which is in my Discord. It'll show you exactly how to set up your eBay account and start up retail dropshipping. But I really do appreciate all of you guys taking the time to watch this video, and subscribe if you want to see more videos about making money.